Hey guys, welcome to stream. Happy St. Patty's Day. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late getting things going here. My computer was freezing up. Yeah, I don't know if hopefully all of you saw my announcements on the Facebook page and Facebook group and Twitter and so on. I did do a draw for a winner from last week's episode of Sushi Fridays. But I ended up picking somebody who I'd already mentioned recently. So then I tried to pick somebody again. And then ended up being Ryan, who makes the intro for my videos. So I didn't want to seem biased, right? So I decided to do a live Q&A. Well, unofficial live Q&A. If not enough people come in, I'm probably just going to, just chat with you guys and stuff like that. I want to do an official live Q&A maybe once we get up to 600, which is, or maybe after that. Those of you who end up watching the replay later, just let me know what you guys think. When we can do official Q&A, it's kind of like a test run sort of thing. If nobody comes in, or asks any questions, I'm just going to chat about stuff and things like that. Things I'm looking forward to at the channel. Or even if you guys have any channels you recommend. Hey, Just 8, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, I'm good. Been a busy weekend, but I'm good. So it's just like an unofficial Q&A. I'd like to do an official one at some point, either when we get to 600 or after that. But so yeah, just unofficial. You're sick again. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Brenda, yeah, I do have a German Shepherd dog named Holly, but she's with my mom right now in Ontario. My mom is supposed to be bringing her up in the spring, but I'm not sure what's going on with that now. My mom has a heart condition where her heart beats really too fast, and she hasn't been feeling well, so I'm not sure now if that's going to happen or not. Heath did suggest to me that he could try taking some time off work to go and get her, but now, and he was saying, oh, my boss said if I needed time off, you know what I mean, I could, take the time off. But then I brought to him after that again, right? And it's like, oh, it seemed like he changed his mind. He's like, oh, I don't know if I'll be able to get time off and stuff like that, right? I guess his concern is because he works at a sports complex. They just opened. You know what I mean? Well, actually, it's been about a month now they've been open, I guess. So I guess he's not sure if he'll be able to get time off. But I didn't book week off till the end of the last week of May. I keep on bringing it up every so often. I don't know. My mom says she can't bring her up here if he's gonna want to go and get her. You know what I mean? Because it's a 2-day drive. I don't know. I'm not very happy about. I feel bad. My mom is not well or anything, but you know what I mean. Like I thought when we were leaving her with my mom be temporary. You know what I mean. Even though she is with my mom, she is somebody with somebody who I trust. Right? It's just not the same here without her, and I'm gonna be very upset if get her back in. It's not really something I really want to talk that much about right now. I'm not happy with Heath for like suggesting something, you know what I mean? And then change his mind. But you know what? It could be other things too. With his new work I'm not aware of. Maybe they said that nobody could really take any time off right now because they're busy or whatever. Because they did just open, right? So they haven't been open that long. So I don't know. You know men, right? I think it's more of that he doesn't want to give an answer to me because we don't know what's going on with my mom yet. So yeah, I miss her very, 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 very much. And you know what I mean? Like, I guess with starting any job, like, I don't know. Like, if you thought he could get time off, I don't know if you told me that. If they don't want, maybe they don't want people taking time off or just think it's a good time. You know what I mean? Because it just opened to that. But like, I don't know. Like, saying to him, right? I'm sure if you explain the situation, maybe they would understand, right? But if he doesn't want to say anything, then I don't know. But we'll see. If my mom is not able to bring her up here, I don't know. I don't know. I do want to get, you know what I mean? I don't want to bless her, but I always had pets around my whole life, so it feels really weird to me. One, I feel like a part of her family is missing. She's not here. And two, don't think I've ever been without a pet in our home, like, just 4 months. The only thing that was getting me through for most of it is that, okay, I can't wait till spring. I can't wait to see Holly. And my mom told me, I'm feeling well. My boyfriend tried asking her the other day how Holly was doing, and he said that my mom didn't say anything. She just changed the subject, so I don't know. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. And aside from there, I think that in the event that she's not able to come back, which I'll be very upset about, you know what I mean? I will get another pet, you know what I mean, at some point. You know what I mean? I'm just not sure. Right now, everything's just up and down and up in the air, and which I really don't like. You know what I mean? When I don't like my mom isn't well, and I kind of like got a whole bunch of mixed emotions going on. Oh boy, I'm a little emotional just talking about it. It's not something I just don't want to think about right now. You know what I mean? Any other questions? I've mentioned, I don't know, those of you who are new to the channel, do you know where I'm from originally? Those of you who are new to the channel, and actually those of you who've been here around for a while. Nope, I'm not originally from Nova Scotia. If you guys look in the About section, that'll give you a clue. Look at the About section of the channel page. That'll tell you guys where I'm originally from. Ha ha ha, boil nuts, ha ha. You behave yourself. No, I'm not from Toronto. You're close, though. I am from Ontario. I just ate. I hope you feel better. You get some rest, okay? So, boil nuts, you're half right. I'm from Ontario. You're actually pretty close. The place I'm originally from is about an hour from Toronto. So you're close. You're very close. I want you guys to go to my channel page, go to the About section. It'll tell you right there. I'm not even giving it away, guys. You guys gotta check. Hey, Joyce, how's it going? The Carpet City? What's the Carpet City? I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that is in reference to. I apologize. Anyway, it's very easy to find the answer, right? It's in the About section on the channel page. You don't need to keep guessing. Burlington Carpet. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is Burlington, but I didn't know it was known as the Carpet City. That's the first I've heard of that. I've never heard that before in my life. You learn something new every day. Oh, Burlington Coat Factory. Okay, Burlington Coat Factory. I think that's only a store in the States, though. But you're right. It's Burlington, Ontario. So, any more questions, guys? Who has any questions? The only thing you can't ask me about is work, because I can't talk about that, as I discussed last night. But you can ask me anything else. anything else. Hey, Joyce, I hope you're doing good. Hope all you guys are doing well. No, I have no kids. I do have 3 sisters and 1 brother. And actually, my mom was married twice. They are from my mom's first marriage, but I call them my sisters and my brother. Because, you know what I mean? Like, I've known, well, obviously my whole life, because I'm the youngest. You know what I mean? 2 of them are my sisters and my brother. Because we, you know, at one point or another, it's almost like, because they're so much older than me, I was an only child. But at the same time, I had siblings. So I never had any of that sibling rivalry or anything like that. But yeah, I did have a, you know, good relationship with all of them. I mean, at one point or another, one of them, throughout the time I was growing up, did move back into the house for a bit. So I did get a little bit of that. But growing up, it's like an only child because they were already out of the house by the time I was like elementary school and that, because they're a lot older than I am. My mom actually got married when she was 15, and she had my older sister Anna. So there's actually not that much of an age difference between my mom and my sister Anna. And my sister Anna is, no, I'm not showing the logo, Joyce. There's no logo here. My older sister Anna is actually, sorry Anna, I gotta say this, in her early 60s. And she has a daughter who's technically my niece, but she's only 3 years younger than me. So she's more like a cousin, you know what I mean? So I've been an aunt since I was 3 years old. And another fun fact is my sister Juliana and I shared the same birthday, even though we're 13 years apart. I got a great story about that. My mom had to postpone her 13th birthday party because, well, obviously, well, not my mom, but the family had to postpone her 13th birthday party because I was born a month early, and I was born on her birthday, which she was not too happy about. My mom said for the longest time she was so mad at me just for being born. She'd be like, but I can't believe she was born on my birthday. It's my birthday. How dare she be born on my birthday? It's supposed to be my birthday party. Well, enough about it now. And actually, her and I think, are the closest of the others, because I think that part of it is because we share the same birthday and that. You know what I mean? She's always been like, all of them have always been like protective of me because of things I've been through in my life, which I'm not going to mention because they're too personal. But it's not just because I'm the youngest. They're protective of me because things have been easy for me growing up for personal reasons, not because of to do with my mom or anything, but other things. Either through things like health-wise or other, you know, situations that I've been through. Just say I'm a survivor and leave it at that. Oh, no, that's okay, Joyce. That's all right. I'm just glad you stopped in for a few minutes. Yeah, I know it's around your dinner time, so that's okay. You don't ever apologize. You need to go? You go right ahead. You know what? Actually, no, I'm not, because, you know, Drew seems like, you know, really genuine, you know, good guy. I trust him, you know what I mean? So, I don't think so. Like, that's how I feel right now. Yeah, Joyce. I guess one good thing is, like, you know, I said this to Heath the other day, actually. They'll probably see this, I guess. My family doesn't really watch my channel. They do support my page, some of them, but anyway, so probably not. But, yeah, so I was saying to Heath, you know what? I miss Juliana. I really do. I miss my family, but I'm excited that I get to do what I want on my birthday. You know what I mean? I don't have to think about, okay, what does Juliana want to do? And are we going to go to dinner and stuff like that? You know what I mean? He was saying sometime in May. He hasn't given me a date yet. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure when in May. But, so possibly. He said that's when he wants to do the YouTube food channels. So, hey Bob, welcome. So anyways, yeah, so I said to him, you know what, I feel really bad, and yet I don't. I get to choose what I want to do on my birthday this year, because everybody else is in Ontario. You know what I mean? I'll explain why. Every year when I was living in Ontario, you know, we always did the same thing. Go out to this buffet restaurant called Mother Tucker's buffet restaurant. Look that up, guys. It's a really good restaurant in Burlington, Ontario. Anyways, and you get a free dinner on your birthday, which is pretty awesome. You did have to show ID though, so that way you can't just go in there and say, "Oh, it's my birthday." You know, I mean, they do ask you for ID. So if you guys ever travel to Canada or by chance Burlington, and you go to that restaurant, you do have to show ID. So you can't just say it's your birthday. Switching the views here. Ooh. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna put it back where it was. Hey, Trash Bag Fashion Lover, welcome. Good, how are you? Welcome to the stream. You can, you're welcome to check out the other channels in the stream, and you have a link to your latest video. You can put it in the stream as well. But no, like, but yeah, so just get to know everybody, see how everybody is. So anyways, every year we do the same thing, right? And I just got tired of doing the same thing every year. I kind of wanted to do my own thing, you know what I mean? But I thought, well, I feel bad if I go and do what I want to do. But this year I don't feel bad about it because everybody else is in Ontario and I'm here, so I can do what I want. Oh, thank you, Canadian Cali Prairie's girl. Hobbies, biggest secret. I can never reveal to you guys because it's too personal. It's a family kind of thing, so I can't mention it. But hey, Drew, welcome. Everybody behaving so far. That's good. Hobbies. I used to be able to draw, like, I'm really good at drawing cartoons and stuff like that. I do need to practice, though. I used to be really good at drawing Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny and those kind of characters. It was actually so good, people used to say that I thought I traced it. But I didn't. I was just naturally good at it. And when I start to draw something, I don't know. I have no idea when I start drawing what I'm going to draw. You know what I mean? I start drawing and then there it is. Which I have no idea what happened. Well, I used to have a little sketchbook through my drawings. I wish I could show you guys. But it got ruined. My mom left it in the barn on the farm they used to live on, and it got ruined from the weather and stuff like that. I didn't realize that I don't know why she put it in the barn instead of the attic, but I know it got ruined, so I can't show you guys, but I did at one point think about going into animation, but it's the best program in Canada, at least for that, is Sheridan College in Oakville. It's one of the best anyways, but it's really hard to get in. Did you get to them right? Huh? Chokyo drew it in the house. Did we talking about? I don't know. Thanks for your email, bro. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry guys if you hear my computer going nuts away there. What was I talking about? OLS. Oh yeah, Drew. Joyce, and I decided that, you know how you say OMS? OLS is old lady syndrome. Old lady syndrome. I love it. What the frig was I saying? I don't remember now. I don't remember. It's your guys' fault. No, it's nobody's fault. It's my fault. Oh my gosh. See you guys, old lady coughs. What the frick was I talking about? I don't know. Have you worn an unused plastic garbage as clothing? No, sorry, no. Hi, Minnie's mom. Bye, Joyce. Thank you for stopping by. Have you worn an... Okay, guys, ask me some questions, but be nice. Will you ever wear them? No. No, I don't think so. Depends on the situation, though, right? I do think of a situation where I could have worn them. I think I was in junior high school, and I went to a pool party, but I didn't feel like swimming, and me and this other person, right, were hanging this line across the pool, and people who wanted to go would dive over it. Somebody's foot, when they were, diving over the line to go into the pool that we had stretched across that we were holding, their foot got caught, and I didn't realize it, and I went in, clothes and all. That was a little embarrassing. Just imagine too, which I guess if I was older, I wouldn't have cared too much about it, but I was kind of like, I was a preteen at the time. What's the worst thing that drives me crazy? Oh my gosh. I'll tell you this, guys, and you know what, he's a really great guy and everything, but like sometimes I'll come home from work, I'll be tired or I'll have a headache, and he doesn't stop talking. And I have this bad habit when my grandmother growing up, she would start talking, I would just kind of tune her out a bit, but I just kind of half listen. So I just kind of go, yeah, yeah, oh yeah. And he tries to catch me, but I listen just enough so that I know when I need to say something. But I always catch him when he's not listening to me. I'll be like, sorry, oh look, isn't that a nice painting? He'll be like, oh yeah, honey, oh yeah, that's good. And then I'll just say to him, oh, so the sky is purple and there's pigs flying. He'll be like, oh, that's nice, honey. And I'm like, you weren't listening. Thank you, Drew. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, it's me, Killer. I'm not gonna discuss anything like that, you know what I mean? Everybody's here just to hang out, you know? So, I'm not gonna respond to anything political. I literally would rather stay away from that. Yes. Thank you, Drew. No, it's fine, but I just don't think this is the time for that. You know what I mean? And I don't... yeah, anyways, I'm going to stay away from that stuff. They always say you should stay away from politics and religion, so I stay, and that includes both. So, you guys can ask me anything else. So we've eliminated, so you guys can't ask me about work, because I can't talk about that. Or politics or religion. We'll stay away from those three things. It's all good. Welcome, it's me, Killer. You're welcome to the stream, and it's cool. You can hang out with everybody. I'm not racist. Okay, you know what? Drew, can you hide them from the channel, please? Or let me see if I can do it. Okay, guys, they're gone. Yeah, I hid them from the channel. Arg! Hey guys, I'm a YouTuber. I got my first troll. Alright, that means I go on places. Where? I don't know. Carter's Eat, welcome. Normally my live streams aren't that exciting. Well, doesn't that mean something, right? That's actually not the first troll I've gotten. That's the worst, though. That's the worst. Only further up from there. Okay, so let's get back to the questions. Forget about that. Actually, it's Drew and Jackie, the Troll Slayers. Thank you for your help, Drew. I appreciate it. A lurker? I saw that. I was in her stream last night. I thought I saw something like that about being a lurker. Was it your stream? I mean, was it Tabby Eats stream? I don't know. It's the OLS again, guys. But why does that sound familiar? Saw something about that yesterday. Anyway, you're not a lurker. And I'm not. Like, I'm just going to say one thing about that, and then I will forget about it. Like, I was staying away from a controversial subject, racist, but anyhow. Okay, forget about it. Let's forget about it. Drew, the Troll Slayer. No, thank you for your help, Drew. Seriously, I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so guys, ask me some more stuff. Come on now. Did you guys know what foods I don't like? Because I did mention it on the stream yesterday. Was it yesterday? See, Drew, I noticed when you are trying to think of something, you kind of look like this. Yeah. I know, I've heard other YouTubers say as soon as you get like a really bad one, you know your channel's doing well. I know you guys have had a chance to check. We're almost at 600. Have you tried natto? No. Would I? Here's the thing with that, I guess. If I ever went to Japan, right, I do want to go someday. Right now, Heath and I are saving up for a car, but after that, I'm definitely going to try and save up to go to Japan. If I went to somebody's house in Japan, I would, and they offered it to me, I would eat it just to be polite. But I wouldn't enjoy it. But I would eat it. What's my favorite food? Oh my gosh. In general, or in general, I'm guessing? Oh my gosh, I don't know. If I really had to pick something, it would be seafood. Whether it's lobster, squid, not octopus. Those who are new to the channel, you gotta watch Sushi Fridays, the first episode. It's in the playlists on the channel. So yeah, I don't mind calamari, squid. I love escargot, but then I'm half French Canadian, right? So that's probably why I like it. I don't know, anything seafood pretty much. What is your favorite store to shop at? Oh my gosh. Old Navy. Because I like their shirts and stuff like that, and it doesn't cost, and the clothes aren't expensive, so that's why I like Old Navy. As for a restaurant, it's in Burlington, Ontario. Oh, what's it called now? Bombay Chutney. It's an Indian restaurant. As far as my favorite restaurant here, I don't know. But I will say that Paul for Colleagues Japan, he suggested I try a place called, is it Cheese Curds? They sell gourmet burgers and stuff like that, I guess. So I've heard that's really good. And you guys heard me mention Vandal Donuts, which I still plan on reviewing. Those who don't know, Vandal Donuts is so popular, you have to order 2 days in advance through email. That's how popular this place is. If you could be, oh my gosh. gosh, I don't know. If it had to do with location, I would pick Boiled Nuts because he lives in Hawaii. If it had to do with, gosh, I don't know. Oh, Drew's bald. Which it doesn't really bother me. No, you know how I feel from yesterday. And this is just a practice round. Hey, Riley, welcome. Welcome, Riley. Yeah, just feel free. You can check everybody's channels out. If you want to post a link from your latest video or your latest stream in the channel, you're welcome to do that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. If it had to do with the Discord meltdown, I would pick you, Drew. If it makes you feel any better, I'm still trying to figure out Discord myself. I'm in the middle trying to figure out how to, for example, add bots to my Discord server. I'm like, what the F? No, Drew, I really thank you so much. You've been a huge help tonight, everybody. If you haven't checked out Drew's channel yet, I encourage you to check it out. Check everybody here. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'd pick you, Drew, because, like, if for everything else, because your videos and your storytelling are really, really good. You show us what life is like in Japan. You show us all kinds of things. It's like having your own tour guide, right? If I went to Tokyo and that area, I would feel like I know the place. And you're really, really good at that. I just want to, so you're awesome. Both you and Boiled Nuts are awesome in your own ways, I guess. So I guess both of you for different reasons. You know what I mean? So yeah, because that's how I would answer that one. Any more questions? Come on, guys. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I can take it. See, Drew, you're getting people interested in your channel. I still remember when you got to 3,000. He came into my chat, and there's only usually, like, I think at that time, I think only like 2 or 3 of us. He just came in here, and there's like, I think there's like at least 30 or so people, and he's like, what the heck is going on? You sound like so confused. I just thought that was funny. How'd you find Tabby Eats? I've been actually subscribed to them for quite a while, but I've just only been recently popping in and out of their live streams and that. Boiled Nuts are we asking Boiled Nuts questions now? I do have an interesting fact, actually, about my mom's side of the family. We are descended from a very famous historical figure in Canadian history. I want you guys to guess who that person is and what that role is. Let's say they're instrumental in, I guess, partly in shaping this country. And that's all I'm going to say. I want you guys to guess. I may have to give you guys that one, but see if you guys can figure it out. My grandmother's, well, that would be giving it away, so I can't say. Her middle name is the last name. We are descended directly from this person, one of their sons. Drew, you keep Boiled Nuts in line. Make sure he's behaving himself. No, Debbie, it's I love their channel. They seem like such really nice guys. I can't believe how old she is, and he looks so young. I'm not a wannabe. Let's see, guys. How do we turn on Boiled Nuts? What happened here? I've been busy talking. So yeah, can you guys guess who my family is descended from? Norman? Drew, you feel like you're in one of your streams? So yeah, if you guys know a few more minutes, I'm gonna tell you. So yeah. Who do you guys think I'm descended from? Who? What, Bernie? He has a Japanese name. I can vouch for the last name. Anybody? Okay, so I'll give you guys, this will be easy. This will be a giveaway for anybody that knows Canadian history anyway. My grandmother's middle name was MacDonald. Oh, I got no juice left. Hint. If anybody's paying attention. So I'll give you one more hint, guys. My grandmother's middle name was MacDonald. It was the last name for her middle name. No, not Ronald McDonald. I don't know why you went. As soon as I said that, I feel like somebody was going to bring that up. Someone's going to say Ronald McDonald. Okay, so I'll let you guys know, because a lot of you may not know a lot about Canadian history. That person is John A. Macdonald, who was the first Prime Minister of Canada, for those who don't know. My family is directly descended from one of his sons. I can't remember if it's the older one or the younger one. I can't remember which one. But anyhow, that's how we're related to him. Which these days, I guess, might not be a thing to be proud about necessarily. Well, because he was known as an alcoholic, and he did not treat, unfortunately, the native people very well. But he was the first Prime Minister of Canada, so, well. If I were to show you guys, I only have pictures nearby me right now of my grandmother, and I showed you a picture of, him on her bill, or one of her older bills when it was just him on it. My grandmother looked almost, you could tell they're related. Anyways, you know what I mean? She's got a similar nose to him. My poor grandmother looked actually very similar to him, and her similar nose and similar features. You know what I mean? Yeah, she looked, we went to his house, which is in Kingston, Ontario, and that was neat to see, right? It gave me chills going through his house. You know what I mean? That was an interesting experience. But yeah, it's like, I guess, for you Americans, it's like being able to say you're related to George Washington, but not everything George Washington, I'm sure, did was, perfect, right? Nobody's perfect, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, though, but good or bad, things that happen in the country, whether they're good or they're not so good, it shapes that country, the way that country is. You know what I mean? Even the bad things that happen in its early history, you know what I mean? It's part of our history, like it or not. You know what I mean? So, anyhow. And it used to be a family tradition to make MacDonald the middle name. So that's why my grandmother's middle name was MacDonald. But after her, it didn't continue. But, yeah, so that's why her middle name is MacDonald. Funny boiled nuts. Old MacDonald had a farm. Ha, ha, ha. Thank you, Drew. Thank you for your help today, and you have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. We all know you don't work too hard. I'm kidding. Have a good day. Bob, as long as you have your notifications on, you should get notified when he goes live. he does a lot of lives and stuff like that. So as long as you have your bell on, you should be able to get the notifications to tell you when he's on. Bye, Drew. Thank you. Tell it you said hi. Bye. Bye. Yeah, so I'm just going to do this probably. So any more questions, guys? Anything? I do have it on, but I miss a lot of stuff. I don't know if he has a set schedule. I don't think so. Let me check. Give me a second, guys. I'm here, okay? Even if you can't see me. Can't see. Well, you can probably see me. I just can't see you. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. No, that's not what I wanted to do. My computer thought I clicked on one of his videos. Well, so I guess you'll get some watch time, Drew. No, that's not what I want to do. Sorry, guys, I'm still here. Just give me a minute. The computer is a little slow today. Okay, here we go. So my website. Okay, it doesn't really say on his channel when he goes live. You know, I mean, some channels don't have a set schedule. I don't really see anything on there that says, you know what I mean? I know. I know. I was just joking. I was just joking. Hot dogs or burgers? Cheeseburgers. I don't like a hamburger without cheese on it. I have to have cheese. So cheeseburgers. Any more questions? Anything? I see you. Well, I don't see you, but you see me. See you guys in the chat, but I don't really see you. Pizza or fried chicken? Fried chicken. I love chicken. I don't really eat beef that much. I actually eat chicken more than anything. Any type of meat, I eat chicken, mostly. Not that I don't like beef. I don't know. I just love chicken. Which is why I boil nuts. As much as I would like to try and be a vegan or vegetarian, I don't think I could, just because I love eating chicken too much. Favorite movie? It would be definitely Back to the Future, but all three of them are my favorite. Like, I like the trilogy. Because, and I'll explain why, because if you guys know the Back to the Future movies, even though there's 3 movies, they all connect together as one story. So that's why I say Back to the Future, the trilogy. Hey, Jackie, welcome. If you're feeling better, chicken pizza? Yes, I love chicken bacon ranch pizza. That's good. I love now, too, that they don't just use regular pizza sauce now, that you can get Alfredo sauce or ranch sauce instead of pizza sauce. Oh, it's really, really good. I get a discount in Domino's from my work. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much who I'll probably order from is Domino's, because I get all year round, we get 40% off. So we get a discount, 40% off. But it's only if you order online, but pretty much I just order online usually anyway. Yeah? I've never really, I I don't know why. I love spaghetti sauce and pasta and everything, but she's never been really crazy about pizza sauce. So I remember when Heath and I, for a while, we were making our own pizzas at home. I would use Alfredo sauce or ranch instead before it was the like in thing or whatever. So now I'm like, I'm happy that pretty much all the pizza places are doing that. Um, you know what I mean? So it's just never been a fan of it. I don't know why. It just kind of tastes bland to me. I don't know. Yours I probably like though. I'm sure you put lots of flavor into it. I might change my mind if I tried yours. Yeah, chicken bacon ranch pizza, that is good with Alfredo sauce. What's my best attribute? I would say, I can't really put it into one word. I would say I wear my heart on my sleeve. I care too much. I guess sometimes it's a fault, sometimes it's an asset. You know what I mean? I've just always been really good at, sensing people and their emotion, what they're feeling, their emotions kind of thing. And it's kind of hard to explain. Very in tune to how other people are feeling, very empathetic to people. And I think I'm very honest and loyal. Like, I'll tell you guys right now, those of you who have channels that you're watching, when I subscribe to your channel, I will never, ever unsubscribe. I will continue to support you. Once I support a channel, that is it. I commit to being a part of that channel. You know what I mean? And when it comes to my family and my friends, I always want to do things for people to help people out. And, sometimes there's situations where I'm not able to help them, and that really upsets me because I want to do the best I can for the people that I care about. And sometimes you can't, right? You know what I mean? All you can do is be there for them sometimes. It's hard for me to put it into words, you know what I mean? Basically, I've just always been a really emotional person, really have a good sense of other people's emotions, and just wear my heart on my sleeve. Want to do, the best for everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Do what I can to pay it forward. You know what I mean? It's just hard for me to explain, put in words. I hope you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. Pizza sauce is the main recipe for the pizza. Maybe it'll be my next video. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try. I'm willing to try it. Took over. Oh no! Oh no, Mindy's mom. Oh no. Yeah, no problem. You take care. Yeah, I've always wanted to lend a helping hand. Be positive towards others. You know what I mean? I don't judge anybody. You know what I mean? Like, there's more to people than meets the eye, no matter what they look like. You know what I mean? Or what have you. I try and give everybody a chance. But I'll tell you guys something. Whenever I don't have a good feeling about somebody, it's usually 9 times out of 10, I am usually right. And that kind of scares me a little bit sometimes. I'm always right most of the time. And I'll give you guys a story. Years ago, one of my sisters, she was dating this guy. I did not, from the very beginning, have a good feeling about him at all. Everybody in the family loved him, thought he was the greatest guy, and I was just like, I don't know. There's something about him that's a little off. She ended up finding out that he was a cocaine dealer. Yeah. And he was not and he was hiding who really was from her, was not the nicest guy at all. Of course, she ended up, breaking it off with him. Yeah, everybody thought he was a great guy, and oh no, I'm sure, your feelings wrong. Of course, I was 11 or 12 at the time, so they didn't take me seriously, I guess, because I was a kid, right? But I was right. It kind of scares me sometimes how right I am about that stuff, Greatest joy. Greatest joy. I'll tell you, my greatest joy is, besides Heath and my dog, who I wish was here, um, honestly, is making videos for the YouTube channel. That's the honest truth. That or watching movies. I love watching movies. You know what I mean? I can have the worst day or whatever, and then I come on YouTube or I watch a movie, and if I'm on YouTube, you guys like me always make me feel better, you know what I mean? Turn my day around, or if I'm watching a movie, it's a really good way for me to just escape, you know what I mean? Not take like, to get away from it all, you know what I mean? When I can't go away on vacation somewhere, it's the next best thing. Um, I love movies, right? And I hate when people say, oh, this movie wasn't realistic. It's a movie. It's entertainment. It's not supposed to be, real life, right? It's just meant for people to enjoy and to get some enjoyment out of it. Yes, I love that. That's a really good greatest joy, Jackie. I think that's awesome. I guess my other greatest joy would be that makes me think of the day our dog Holly was born, because my mom used to breed German Shepherds, and Holly was actually from the last litter that my mom bred before she retired from dog breeding. My mom actually used to, when I was growing up, compete in dog shows for the Canadian Kennel Club and all that. When I was little, my mom said she said that I thought we lived in a zoo because she had this big giant open pen in the back for all the dogs, right? And I used to think we lived in the zoo because we had so many dogs. But anyways, yeah, that's a really good one, Jackie. I think that's awesome. I'm sure Will Bob will change. I'll change my mind, maybe. I'll try making the sauce first and then see. Yeah. Home Depot or Lowe's? Neither. Oh, ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Neither. Because I'm not into home renovations or anything. Well, we can't really renovate anything in our place anyways. We rent our apartment, so um, I guess we could paint if we wanted to, but that's about it. So neither. Ask me a few more questions, guys. We only got 5 minutes, just to let you guys know, because I got to get going here. But because I have to get up in the morning for work. But 5 minutes. What else do you want to ask me? Come on. Keep it coming. Anybody? I feel like I hear crickets. Chirp, 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 chirp. Someday soon you'll have your own home. What do you hate? What do I hate about myself? Um, that I'm too hard on myself. I'm my own worst critic sometimes. I think it's just because, as I mentioned earlier, things were not easy for me growing up. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just way too hard on myself. I'm too hard. I hate when I make a mistake, even though I know it's only human. We make mistakes, but I think I'm way too hard on myself. What is better, sleeping in the daytime or nighttime? Nighttime. Sorry, guys. I get emotional when I talk about that part. Nighttime. I did do nights when I worked at Burger King. Like when I first started at the Burger King I was working at before my current job. Um, it used to be a 24-hour one, so they hired me for nights, which I didn't want to do, but I did it because that's what I had to do at the time. And I work 11 to 7. I'd be fine until about 6:30, and then I just want to pass out. And I had trouble sleeping during the day, even though we had curtains that blocked the windows and it was black in the room, because I guess my body knew it was daytime, so I had a lot of trouble sleeping. So I didn't sleep very well. I am getting better, though, at not being so hard on myself, but I've come a long way, you know what I mean? I used to not. I still, I think, need more confidence in myself sometimes. I'm more of a night owl though, when it comes to the sleeping thing. The later I stay up, the more awake I am, to a point. I can stay up till like 2 or 3 in the morning before I get tired, to be honest with you guys. But when I get to, you know what I mean? Any later, the latest I can stay up till is 3, and then I start to get tired. No, that's okay. No, I'll tell you something, guys. Maybe when, in a while I will mention, what's so hard for me to talk about, but um, I'm not, because of things I've been through in my life, it's hard for me to trust people, you know what I mean? I trust people more, okay, now, more than I used to anyways, because of things I've been through, but I'm actually naturally, outgoing, friendly kind of person, but because of these things I've been through in my life, it totally changed me. Find it hard to trust people sometimes and feel reserved. I'm a lot better now, though. Like, I think I'm finally coming back into who I really am. But I believe things that you go through in life can change who you are. You know what I mean? You know what? Yeah, Jackie, I do that too. You know what I mean? Oh, you know what I mean? I'm really bad at doing that too. I try and I'm able to forget the past, but I'm able to forgive and forget, but some things are just hard to forgive, and I'll leave it at that. It's easier said than done, depending on what you've been through. You know what I mean? Um, I'm definitely a survivor. You know what I mean? Because certain things I've been through as a child, I had to grow up pretty fast. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, good or bad. Like I said, when it comes to history, early history of any country, it's probably who that country is. Same with a person. You know what I mean? Good or bad, those things shape me into who I am now. You know what I mean? It is what it is, right? I can't go back and change it. You know what I mean? Although I wish I could sometimes. You know what I mean? That's only human nature, I think, right? But yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Jackie, with that. I think a lot of that doesn't just have to do with the situation I've been through in my life. It's just, um, one thing I would change about my past. I know exactly what I would change, but it's too personal for me to mention right now. You know what I mean? I don't want to mention it. You know what I mean? It's a hard thing for me to talk about. It's not that I don't trust all you guys. I do, right? It's just very hard for me to talk about, and um, I will eventually talk about it, but I'd rather just make a video specifically just about that to address it if I ever do that. I don't know. It's to do with that family issue. You know what I mean? That's private. Um, you know what I mean? Just I just get emotional just answering that, not really saying anything. Um, but you know what? Is part of who I am, right? I wish I could change it, the thing that did happen, but on the other hand, no one boy on that. Don't be sorry. It's okay. Don't be sorry. I said you guys could ask whatever, right? And I have no problem at all with you asking that question. I don't feel ready to answer that right now. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's something that's appropriate for me to mention on YouTube right now. I just don't feel ready right now. You know what I mean? I do trust all of you guys, and you're all awesome. I just don't, I'm not ready. I'm just not ready. I hear the person. Oh my gosh, Jackie. Just one second. Okay, so much for not being ready. That's what my dad did to me. That's why I didn't want to talk about it. Oh my gosh. Well, the cat's out of the bag now. That's one thing I wish never happened. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's not okay, but and back then, this is in the early 80s, right? The courts tended to favor the father over the mother, no matter what it was. And my dad's very good at, convincing people that he was this greatest guy, and the judges would always side with him. And they did sentence him to jail time for 2 years. He only got 1 month. That's it. 1 month. And I was the one that had to go as a psychiatrist and everything else, and they didn't make him go. The courts back then tended to treat the victims like it was their fault. That's just the way it was back then. I don't know how it is now. Oh my goodness. Well, I've since made peace with it, right? But, you know what I mean? As long as I don't think about it and I don't talk about it, I'm okay. You know what I mean? It's alright. It's okay. I don't get to see that side of the family because they won't let me be a part of the family unless I visit with them, right? And so, which for obvious reasons, I choose not to do. So I've lost like half of my family because of all this. I'm probably not going to mention it again, guys, but I thank you guys so much for listening. But if Jackie, if you hadn't said that it happened to you, I probably wouldn't have said anything yet. But I felt like I might as well. So I'm not just going to a psychiatrist. I did, and you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what? I don't think family should impose conditions on you. You can only be part of the family if you do this. You know what I mean? On the other hand, I guess I don't blame them because who would want to think that your family member was capable of doing something like that? You know what I mean? Like, it's incomprehensible. You know what I mean? Well, how could you believe that somebody you love is capable of that? You know what I mean? It's very unfortunate. You know what I mean? I can kind of see the other side of it. You know what I mean? I guess that's another asset I have. I can see both sides of things, even when it comes to something that I'm going through. I can understand why they don't want to believe it, right? Because who would want to believe that you have a monster in your family? Who would want to believe that somebody was capable of that? And it's bad enough that not just what he did, also he was a con artist too. He had my mom and dad, they had a college fund set up for me. I don't know how much was in it. My mom said he cleaned out the account and spent it on himself. Anyways, I don't want to really go into it anymore. Oh. Whew. My family is family to an extent, right? It's, you know what I mean? It's hard to put into words. Like, none of them even talk to me. You know what I mean? There's only a couple that talk to me. One of my uncles and one of my cousins. The rest don't even bother with me. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. No, not right now. I was in the choir in high school, though. I was a second soprano in high school. Hey, Simple Joys, welcome. Welcome to the Cry Fest. You want to know why I'm a little emotional? You have to watch the replay. Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm going to need some more time to calm down here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep now, but that's okay. It's good to talk about things, you know what I mean? Good or bad, right? But yeah, it's not something I talk about hardly ever because I guess I grew up having to deal with it, you know what I mean? One way or another as a result of what happened, you know what I mean? And anyhow. Sorry, I bought pepper. Oh, welcome everybody. I'm probably going to be doing this probably just for a few more minutes. Thank you guys all for listening. Oh my goodness, it's good to let things out though. I don't really talk about it, not just because it's hard for me to talk about, but because I've dealt with, I've already, been to therapy and all that stuff and, dealt with it. Well, it's okay. Actually, and the hardest thing, I guess, about all this is that just how it's changed me as a person, you know what I mean? And what was obviously taken from me that should not have been. But anyhow, it's okay. Unfortunately, there are people in the world who do that. Why YouTube? Why YouTube? Well, I'll explain to you guys, I've always liked performing, right? As when I mentioned where I'm normally naturally an outgoing and fairly kind of person, but because of what you guys now know I've been through, it's kind of changed who I am. A bit as a person is more and more quiet, hard for me to trust people and things like that. But I've always loved performing. When I was in high school, the best class I did really well in was drama. In the high school I went to, I think is when they had, Canada used to have, high school used to go to like grade 13, or what they call like grade 13. Now it just goes up to grade 12 in Canada, high school, but when they had grade 13 that year, you just took all university level courses. And I got I got perfect grades in that class. I loved it. I loved doing improv and all that stuff. And then I went to Mohawk for broadcast journalism, actually. I did end up dropping out. But that's where I first learned how to do editing and stuff like that. And it wasn't like on the computer now, you could do everything digitally. You had these big, mixing boards with these dials and so on. You guys have no idea how hard editing was when you had to do it like analog editing. That was so difficult to do. But I was always, somehow I managed, I was good at it. It was really hard, took a lot of practice, but anyhow, it was about my third year of broadcast journalism. I was actually told by a professor in one of my classes that I was too creative for writing the news. Because one of our classes we had to write the news and stuff. And she said, "Oh, you just tell the facts. That's it." But she said, "It sounds like you're trying to tell a story or something." You know what I mean? And she said, "You're too creative. Maybe you should be in theater or something." But I didn't apply for theater school because I couldn't. I was on student loans and that because I had no college fund because of some a-hole, which I already mentioned. Anyways, and I didn't want to go back owe more money in student loans, so I just dropped out. So anyhow, YouTube gives me a chance to, in a way, perform. Not saying I'm doing a performance when I'm doing my reviews. I'm really telling you guys what I think. But I just love being on camera and doing the editing. And I like doing the editing and that, but my favorite part is being on camera. I just can't explain it. I just love it. You know what I mean? And I just love that I feel like I'm getting back to my drama roots again, which I've missed. You know what I mean? I did try. Wasn't in community theater for a bit, but I always got stuck on doing the behind the scenes stuff. Because they always chose the same people for the roles. I did try audition, but they'd always pick the same people. You know what I mean? So I think it was a little biased. It was too cliquey for me. I was only in it for a year, and then I just didn't go back. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't want to do stuff behind the scenes. I want to be on the stage, but everybody else, you know what I mean, that audition got the same rules, right? They always pick the same people. You know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't, I didn't think it was fair. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's why I love movies so much, because, I love drama. And you guys know why also I love movies. If I'm not, once in a while I'll get down thinking about things that have happened. It just, watching YouTube or a movie or whatever just turns me around. You know what I mean? I guess it's my therapy. You know what I mean? And it just makes me feel better. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, guys. It's almost 11:45. Gotta keep us going for a little bit longer. I have a question. Pancakes and maple sausage or pizza? Oh my goodness. Pancakes and maple sausages. I'm Canadian, right? I love maple syrup, so I'd have to say pancakes and maple sausages. Not just one of those things. Can't have pancakes without maple sausages. You can't have pancakes without maple anything, right? So. So yeah. Anything else? One more quote. Got time for one more, guys, then I probably have to get going here. Hello, Sugar Cat. Welcome. Welcome, everybody who's just joining in. Have you got your pup yet? No. I was mentioning that earlier, Jackie, before you came in. Everything's still up in the air with that. For those of you who are new to the channel, my mom is having, in Ontario, where I'm originally from, is having a little bit of health issues right now. So I don't know if we're going to be getting Holly back in May now or not, if at all. I keep on trying to ask her, right? Like, gently, she figured out what's going on yet, because they're still trying to do tests and stuff like that. I haven't found anything out. Sure, yeah, just let you know, I live in Dartmouth, originally from Burlington, Ontario. Everybody here, Boiled Nuts, you're from is from Hawaii. Everybody else, I'm not sure. Or I've forgotten for the moment. Just mention in the chat where you guys are from. Hey, Neil. Welcome. Oh, North Carolina. That's right. I'm sorry, Jackie. I should have known that. Really, are you? My boyfriend, I guess I should say, works in Dartmouth, working nights. I'm not going to say where, because I don't know if he'd want me to say. But he works 11 to 7. Mississauga, that's right. Junk Food Junction. I knew you were in Ontario. I just didn't remember where. I was saying that before I noticed you were in the chat. Wow, we got quite a few people tonight. Guys, so it's been kind of, guys notice I'm a little teary there. I'm not going to mention what we were talking about. I want you guys to watch the replay if you choose to. But yeah, just staying on just a little bit longer. I've been on since 11. I'm starting to get tired. See, I'm awake. I'm awake. Well, thank you so much, Sugar Cat. I appreciate you stopping by. You must be on your break or something if you're working until 7. Oh. So actually, my hometown is actually, guys, just let you know, it's not actually Burlington. I just lived in Burlington for at least 10 years before moving here. So to me, that's my hometown. But I was born in a town called Milton, Ontario, which is right now, as far as I know, is one of the fastest growing towns in the whole country right now. It's actually the size of a small city now. Eventually, they're saying, those who are familiar with what they call the 9 to 5 area code, that's what they call, Burlington, Oakville, Sauga, whatever, saying eventually Milton is going to be bigger than that area altogether, but years from now. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Neil. It hasn't been, actually, when I was growing up in Milton, it wasn't mostly all farms even then, but there's a lot of houses back then. It was still a small place, but I don't know, when I grew up in Milton, it was about 70, 80,000. There's a mall, which kind of sucks, and but the thing with Milton is, it stayed as small as it was for a while, because there's some bylaws where they weren't allowed to build new housing, but then Town Hall revised the bylaw, and suddenly they're allowed to build new houses. So it's not like, I think what they should have done, if anybody's familiar with the area, they should have just picked one area to start building first, and then another after that, another and another. But all at once, whatever land was available here, there, and everywhere, not really much planning whatsoever. They just started building all these new houses. You know what I mean? It's just nuts. Aloha, Boiled Nuts. Thank you again, Boiled Nuts. I hope you have a good night. Good day. Good night. Good day. I don't know. OLS. OLS, guys. Yeah, and thank you guys all for just joining in. Junk Food Junction, Sugar Cat, and everybody. Burlington and Milton, we did a short review a while ago. No offense to Halifax down there and Burlington or Milton, I've heard this really good. You have to have a real one from Halifax or Dartmouth. No offense. I'm sure it was really, really good. But you gotta try the real thing. When I say the real thing, I mean a Donair from Halifax, like from Nova Scotia. What's KOD? What's KOD mean? King of Donairs? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I did review that place when we went on vacation. But yeah, like, I'm not saying, so when I say authentic, I just mean one from Nova Scotia, from Halifax itself. Yeah. King of Donair, yes. But here, a lot of the places here have Donair egg rolls, Donair, anything you can think of, they turn into Donair. Within reason, right? They have Donair pizza, Donair egg rolls, the normal Donairs that you think about, Donair poutine, all kinds of products relating to the Donair. It's just like same thing here with seafood, right? It just depends, I guess, what part of the area, what part of the country of Canada you're in. Like what food is that? Like everywhere you go, you see Donairs, like everywhere. Donair burgers, that I don't think I've seen here yet. I don't think, but I haven't thought of looking. That's interesting. I'm not sure what I would think about that. You mean like a patty made out of the Donair meat, or like probably? I'm assuming probably the beef patty and then the Donair meat and some other toppings, I guess. Like what exactly is that? You know what I mean? Do you mean the patty, or like do they put Donair meat on a hamburger patty? I don't know how I feel about that. And all this in the Darnayre egg rolls, so it's just the meat inside, nothing else. But with the sauce, just the meat and the sauce. But we've been eating a lot of Darnayres, though. And actually, not as much Darnayre stuff as we have seafood. Well, because we live near the Atlantic Ocean now, right? You know, when you're in Ontario, by the time you get seafood that's from Atlantic Canada, it doesn't taste as fresh because they have to freeze it when they're shipping it, right? So it doesn't taste as fresh. You know what I mean? But here, seafood is like so good, and it's not expensive. And it's more expensive, I guess, in places like the further you go, you know, out west, I guess. You know what I mean? It gets more and more expensive, I guess. At our supermarket, we saw a lobster. It wasn't like a small one either. It was a nice size. It wasn't gigantic, but it was a nice size. It was about a medium size. $9 Canadian, which is pretty good. And back in Ontario, we used to shop at a supermarket called Longo's. The lobster, the same size at Longo's, I know I saw for like at least $20. So it's like half the price here. And the thing that gets me here too, though, is, I guess, no offense to anybody who, Sugar Cat, or anybody who's from the area, they're saying, oh, rent's so expensive here. You have no idea, if you've never lived in Ontario, how good you guys have it here for rent prices. I'll give you guys an example. A one-bedroom apartment, at least in Burlington, Ontario, if you're lucky, a one-bedroom, at least it's going to be at least $1,200, and it's not including your hydro or your power bill. You know what I mean? And your other bills. Oh, you had to Google it down there? Yeah. Watch my videos, Jackie. Last July, I had some videos, older videos from when I was still learning, of course, on YouTube from this past summer. I did a review of King of Darnayre. If you want to check that out. Yeah. Oh, same in Australia? Okay. My niece is in Australia right now. I don't know if you guys heard me mention it before. She got approved for an exchange program through her university. I'm not sure what area of Australia she's in, though. But she's been taking some amazing underwater videos of like marine life, the sea turtles, sharks, and all this aquatic life. And she would be so, I can't help but thinking, I guess it's the YouTuber in me. If she had a YouTube channel, it would be such an amazing channel. You know what I mean? She is so good at like videography and that kind of stuff. She just has a natural talent for it, you know? But yeah, that's her choice, of course, right? She's an adult, but she's so good at it. She's just has a knack for it. Anyways, she's there on Australia. She went there, I think, in January. She's there till June, I think, and then she comes back to Canada. Yeah, I love, and you know, animals and aquatic life and all that kind of stuff. And the quality, though, of her videos, it's like watching something on National Geographic. I'm not just saying that because I'm a rant or anything. Like, you know, if I could show you guys one of her videos, well, I'd have to ask her permission. She might, I can understand she might not, she might say no, right? But it's like, that's how good quality her videography is. She's really good at it. But to her, it's a hobby, right? She just enjoys doing it. You know what I mean? To me, right now, this is a hobby. Maybe further down the road, I'll see where it goes. But for now, I'm just enjoying that I get to be on camera. And not only that, that I have you guys. You know what I mean? And it's nice to have a real good online community. You know what I mean? Everybody's been really cool for the most part here, other than that troll we had earlier. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I guess I'm on my way. That was a really bad one. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to cut this short. It's almost 12:30. I actually should. I plan to go to bed at 12:30. So I'm gonna have to let you guys go. But I thank you so much, you guys, for your questions. You know what I mean? And even the ones that I got emotional about, I still appreciate that you guys asked those questions. Because, you know what I mean? Like, it's not good to keep stuff in, you know what I mean? But, well, it is good to keep something private to yourself till you're ready to talk about it, but it's okay that it came out, right? That means now I don't have to mention it, but those who just came in late again, you know, I understand you guys are busy in your own lives, but just watch the replay if you like. You know, thank you so much, everybody. You guys are awesome, and I really felt even more tonight your guys' support. You know what I mean? And I really, really can't thank you guys enough. I can't really put into words how important you guys are. You know what I mean? I think I will. No, Jackie, don't apologize. You have nothing to apologize for. You guys have nothing to apologize for. Just like I said to Boiled Nuts. You know what I mean? It's all good. And I'm glad that we talked about it either way, right? Because like I said, good or bad, whatever happens in your life, it's part of who you are, right? And those things should be talked about. When I say I don't want to talk about it, it's not just because I get emotional. It's because I've dealt with those, you know, with what happened a long time ago. You know what I mean? It's just still hard to talk about sometimes. But still, it's I trust you guys, right? And I thank you guys so much again for supporting the channel and supporting me. And I can't thank you guys enough. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't forget on your way out, guys. Drop a like. Don't forget to check out my social media links as always. And those who are watching, if you're not subscribed, encourage you guys to subscribe. And hit that bell so you guys always know when I'm making new videos. Guys, I'm really, really tired. As you can see, my eyes are drooping. Drooping. Have a good night, everybody. Sweet dreams. I'm going to get going now. Thank you so much again, everybody. Bye.